Hi, this is Kez. Welcome back to another video. It's time to sort out some more of my wig collection. I'm just going to pop on my cap. So the makeup I've got on today, I've got the Soloist lipstick by Maybelline in the lip inks. I have an eyeshadow one here that is by an independent brand called VE Cosmetics. This was the limited edition palette that was in their Halloween mystery box, which I believe is, or Theban palette, based on the runic witch's alphabet, which is quite lovely. That eyeshadow, if you can see there, flicks between two different colours. It's like a pinky brown and a green, really pretty. The foundation I've got on is Sleek. I've got a primer on from, it's the cheap Aldi Lacura one. And I've just got a little bit of a highlighter powder on by Kiko. Brows are done with my usual Pink Honey brow glue, and I've just filled it in with a little Makeup Revolution felt tip pen type thingy. Most of the wigs you'll see today are possibly coloured ones because the tub that I'm going through at the moment has mostly coloured wigs in. I'm going to get started. This is one by Webster Wigs again. So larger cap. It is lace front, ear to ear. This is a green one. It's a mix of green, so although you can't necessarily see it on the camera, it has got a lighter green and a darker green running through it, and it's a wavy wig. Webster wigs tend to come in two styles. You'll get a wavy one, or they do straight ones as well. This is one of the wavy ones. They can be heat straightened if you want them to be, but I quite like the waves in this one. It's very sort of forest nymph, and so I've kept it wavy, but I could straighten it if I like. Again, the only thing I'm not keen on with them is their lace fronts. Though this one's quite light, it's not very good. It's sort of a bit of a weird shape. I might be able to even it out a little because I got it off someone else and the lace was already cut. This is another lace front I got. I don't know where this one came from originally. Lace that goes all around from ear to ear, but it's also got lace along the part as well. I think that's what they call a T-part. It's got these really nice dark roots and the lace is quite invisible, so it's quite nice to wear. And it runs through with lighter streaks of purple, and then all underneath there's another purple as well. So it's literally got 3 shades in it here. Even this bit here isn't necessarily black, it's almost like a browny purple. It's a really pretty wig and it's quite unusual, so I do like this one. So again, that's a keep. I've got a more normal coloured one here. This one is like a burgundy red. You can see there it has got 2 shades of red in it, a lighter and a darker red. This is a sleek wig. The fringe is quite long on this one, but I have left it long on purpose because if it's cut too short it doesn't look right. So I just tend to sit it a little bit further back on my head, although I am considering just taking it a little bit shorter just so it's out of my eyes. I originally kept it like that so I could separate the fringe to the side, but I think I like it better as a full fringe. But it's a nice easy throw on one, which I really like the colour of. This was a really unusual one that I got, and it's got dark green roots and then it fades into 2 different shades of green ending in neon green yellow. This does have a fringe to it and it's wavy. It's a really unusual style and I really love the colour mix in it. So that's that one. It's quite strange because it's neon green, but with those dark roots it does actually look weirdly normal for the colour. I think I should change the name of the video from sorting out wigs to sell to wig hoarder, simply because I'm not really getting very far on getting rid of them. Right, this is one by Sensational and it's an Empress one. They are known for having a really good quality lace. Beautiful. This is a really unusual shade. In some lights it looks green, in other lights it looks navy blue. I think it's dark rooted with navy blue. It's kind of maybe like a teal colour. It's hard to tell. It seems to change depending on the light that I'm wearing it in. But the lace on it's really good quality. See, the hairline is really natural looking. It doesn't look fake. It has got a little bit of a wave to it, which I really like. It's almost like ringlety. And it's a really unusual, stunning colour. I really like that one. Doesn't tangle too easily. It needs a bit of a brush, it's been in the bag, but other than that, it's pretty much perfect. This one is Lush Neptune. It's a lace front Lush wig. It's got this beautiful sea green blue on it, sort of like a greeny blue, and it's got roots. I have a bit of a thing for green and blue wigs generally, but this one, the just colour on it is just really, really stunning. Considering all the blues I've got, this one always sticks out, and it's like a graduated style as well. Really pretty. I believe it's discontinued now, but hopefully they will bring it back at some point. This one comes with brown roots and fades into sort of a dusty purple. It's kind of like a lavender shade. It's got a fairly big cap, so it could have been one of the Webster wigs, because they do one called Dusty Lavender, which is this kind of shade, but I'm not completely sure. It's kind of like what I call a minky purpley shade. Again, it's nice and easy to throw on. This one has little baby hairs here, so it's quite natural looking. It's just an easy wear one again. I did mention this one in the video before. This is the one that I bought to replace the neon green one that I'd got, because I had a neon green one without roots. It was a lace front, but I really wanted a rooted one because I thought it would look better. And this one is shorter, which I like as well, because I wanted a shorter one. The lace does go round all the way on this one, and it was actually from Amazon. But I just think the roots make it look more like dyed hair rather than a wig. It's not the best bit of lace ever, but if you blend it in with your own hair, it looks fine. I just think because it's got dark lace to match the dark roots, if you didn't have dark hair at the front, it probably wouldn't look as good. You'd have to probably dye the lace or possibly cover it with foundation. But because I have actually got dark hair behind the pink, I can actually get away with it. If I sit it there, you can't even tell that it's a wig. I'm not quite sure when I'll ever go out in bright neon hair, but I'm pretty sure I will at some point. This is one of the ones I've been sitting on the fence about keeping or getting rid of. This is Webster Wigs, and it is Dusty Lavender. It's a similar style to the other one in the fact it's got the waves with it, and it's got the darkened roots. It's a nice wig, and I always say I'm going to sell it, and then I put it on and I like it again. I just really like the waves in it, and I think that combination of the dark at the front and the lighter roots is really nice. And so it's not being sold at the moment. This one keeps appearing on the keep or sell pile as well. It's a lace front still. Don't know where it's from originally. Has got the darker roots, and it sort of goes into a, it's almost like a, it's not quite mint, but it's a very light blue. Probably like a sky blue, I'd say. But again, I always put it on and then decide I like it, so it never actually leaves. So I still have it. This is another one that I got from Wig Warehouse. It was also wavy, but I straightened it a lot, and I did cut it as well because it was too long for me to wear. It is an ear-to-ear lace front, and it's a nice cap as well. But I really love that lighter green with the darker roots, and the quality of the lace is always really good as well. Like, it does look practically invisible. So I've cut it to about here. It was down here, so maybe 2 or 3 inches off, just to make it sit a little bit better. Another Webster Wigs. This one is also lace front and also got the curls in it like the other one, but this one is a mix of blues. And they are known for having rooted wigs, which I really like, and I love the fact that it goes into these 2 different shades of blue. I have thought about straightening it, but to be honest, I really like the waves in it. I think they're kind of quite cute, and so I've left it as it is. Definitely one of the more unusual ones I've got. This is another lace front. I'm not sure what the brand of this one is because it doesn't say inside. but it's got different greens in it. If you look there, there's like greens and blues mixed in together with the dark roots. It's a bit like the navy blue one that I've got. I think it might be sleek, but I'm not 100%. It looks like a sleek wig to me. It's really pretty. I like the fact it's got longer roots as well, so it just sort of fades into that turquoisey blue colour. As I'm wearing these, I'm thinking, why am I not wearing these more? Part of the reason I wanted to clear some out so I could see the ones that I actually have. This one was originally a Lush wig, and it was a blonde, but it was a shade of blonde that didn't suit me. So I got a fabric dye and I dyed it, and it's gone a mixture of blue and yellow. You never quite know when you get fabric dye out quite how it's going to turn out. It's always a bit of a gamble, but I actually really like the colour it came out. I originally tried to straighten it, but it keeps going back to the waves, so I've sort of left it in its natural mermaidy state, because I believe it was wavy beforehand, or it could have been the heat from dyeing it, I don't know. But it reminds me of a mermaid. And the best thing about this is it's a custom, so nobody else is going to have this wig because I did it myself. This is the same wig, only in purple. The style is called Sunkiss, and I believe the colour in this one is called Blackberry Pink. The other one that I had was Denim Blue. In terms of lace, it's probably one of my favourite laces. It's very invisible and really comfortable to wear. The wigs are really lightweight on them. So this just fades sort of from a gradual pink into a lighter shade. I did straighten this one a little bit because the waves didn't look as good as it looked on the other one. So I did straighten it a bit. The waves have naturally gone back into it a little bit, but I like that. It's kind of like more of a loose wave, which I think suits the wig better. Another wig, warehouse wig. This one is blue. Starts off with black roots, fades into a really nice shade of blue. Again, I've cut it because it was too long and I straightened it. I really love the colour of this one. Now, I do have one that's a very similar in this shade. That's a lot shorter, that comes to about here. But because they're so different, I've kept them both. About wigs is quick change of wig cap because the other one wouldn't stay very well. This is the other sleek one that I got in shade Crystal. It's the same as the other one, but instead of being purple and black, this is blue and black. Really cute little style. Now this one does have a fringe cut into it, but I have left the fringe a little bit longer, so if I want to wear it off my face, I can pull it forward and just wear it to the side. This was one that I got from Amazon. It's a really nice shade of blue. It's a lace front, but when I got it, it was all cut oddly. It looked like the machine on it hadn't finished properly. Anyway, I sent them a message and I was going to send it back, but they gave me a partial refund instead, and I kept the wig and I cut it myself, so it comes into an angle bob now, and now I really like it. This was the other blue one that I was talking about. This one isn't rooted, but it's one of the few that I like that isn't rooted. It was a lot longer, but I've cut it into an angled bob, and I really love this one. Again, I know I've said it a lot of times, but this is one of my favourites. Yet another blue wig. This is another Webster one. This one I like because it's got a different part to the others. A lot of the wigs are all sort of straight back, but this one has a side part, which is really nice. You can tell I like blue and green. The lace isn't the best quality on this one. I would probably have to glue it down if I wore it. When I wear it, should I say. Just because it's more the side bit. The rest is fine, but this bit at the side is a bit noticeable. This one has got brown roots instead of dark roots, which I really like. When I saw it on Amazon with the lace, I really love the style. It was this casual wavy bob, but when it arrived it looked nothing like it did on the picture. There was no waviness to it, and it was a lot longer, so I cut it into the style that it was. The waves have all dropped out now because I had to wave it myself, so they're not very good, but at some point I will re-wave it. It's basically a bit like Marilyn Monroe but blue. At the moment it's just fluffy and everywhere, but that's because it needs recurling. But it's a really nice wig when it's done properly. This one is brilliant. This is by Lush Wigs and it's in the style Apple, which got discontinued, but I was really lucky to find one that hadn't been used from another seller. But I know it's a Lush Wigs and they said they got it in a mystery wig, but I know the style because it's one that I was looking for. It's dark rooted and it has really nice, like an apple green colour. Now the lace hasn't even been cut on this one because I've not wore it yet. I'm surprised I haven't cut it, but I haven't. That's something for me to do. But look at the colour, it's just really, really pretty. It's still actually got the tag on as well. Sometimes when they do lucky dips, it's a good excuse to try and get hold of the older styles, because if they have any left then they will actually put them in the lucky dips. So that's another load of wigs gone through. I've gone through 2 sort of Ottoman footstools now that are full of wigs, and we've also gone through 2 baskets full of wigs. There is still a few more to go. I'd like to say that I'm not buying more, but I kind of am, and so you'll probably have some new ones to see as well. I hope you're enjoying the videos. If there's any particular brands you'd like to see, please put something in the comments below and I can hopefully maybe see if I can find any of them to show you. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the videos and follow me for more. Thanks. See you soon.